welcome to the Glow Theory podcast. This is season 2, episode 4, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about lust, chemistry, and compatibility, and being able to spot the difference and being able to recognize what is true. Like, is it a true, genuine, connection, or is this just a lustful connection? Like, what are we doing? We're just burning the flame here. All right, we're gonna get into this. So many people get caught up in the rush of feelings without realizing what they're actually feeling. Is it real compatibility? Are we actually good together? Does this make sense? Like, are we actually kiki ha-haing? Like, are we talking about, our life and everything? Or is this just lust? Is this just a lustful connection where the only thing that we're bonded over is sex? And so hopefully within this episode, you'll be able to identify and figure out in your connection, or if you're exploring something new, and whatever those couple of weeks are, you're trying to figure out, what is this? Is this actual compatibility? Like, do we actually like each other, or is this just fun because of Alright, okay, in segment 1, we are going to be talking about lust. And obviously, as y'all know, I got my notes, so please, I don't want to hear it. Okay, so what is lust? So in my opinion, lust is a strong physical desire that's driven by hormones like testosterone and dopamine. It is rooted in fantasy and often focuses on the idea of someone rather than who they truly are. You're so fixated on the physical aspects of this person and the desire to just be all up all over them, which is cool. Like, we love being like, we want our person to be favorable to us, like we want to desire them, but when it's only strictly just the desire and that's it, and just the idea of who they are and their body and what they can give you with their body, that's what lust is. And emotionally, lust, it gives you that instant gratification, but it lacks the depth, it lacks the intimacy, it lacks the true, genuine root of what a connection is. It just lacks in authenticity and for honoring and respecting and loving someone to their core. You're completely not even skipping pages, you're not even looking through the pages, you're only on page 1. That's what lust is. And it's just the lust in this generation, like this age group, is honestly so sad and so depressing that that's what we want from people. Like, people need people. It's just like the fact that we've gotten to this point in time, like we reverted back, and now we're just only looking for instant gratification and instant this and instant that, and not taking the time to truly crack open someone and see who they are as a person and discover this new character and like learn about them, and it's just like, I guess that's called boring, or that's just like old school, or whatever like, it's just, I swear to God, it's born in the wrong timeline, born in the wrong generation, because this kind of, whatever we got going on with relationships and lust and compatibility, fucking wild. Okay, so I'm gonna give you signs you are feeling lust and not love. So sign number 1, you're mostly focused on their appearance or sexual energy. You're only fixated, or this person is only fixated on your body and always makes compliments on your body about, like when you're with someone on a few dates or whatever, and they only just give you compliments, and you start to notice they only start to give you compliments about your body and how you look good in this dress. Or, they start making like sexual jokes, and it's just like, it's just not cute. It gets like old, it gets like, ew, it gets icky, it's gross, because it's like, great, that's how you see me, that's all you see of me. You don't even want to discover more, ask me questions about who I am, like learn about my background, learn about what I like to do, learn about my educate, like, you're not even interested. Thanks for the compliment on my body, thanks. All right, sign number 2, y'all don't know much about their values. Y'all don't know much about your guys' values, your goals, or inner world. You've noticed that you don't even know this person like at all, or who they are, or what their favorite color is, or what their favorite song is. Like, you don't even know like what their goals are when, you know, and it's like randomly they start talking about, you know, oh yeah, I want to become a lawyer. And you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? What? And it takes you by surprise because it's like y'all have never even discovered that part of yourselves. It's like, oh shit, she's actually kind of smart. Wait, what? That's crazy. I didn't even take the time to know that. Even taking the time to discover interests or things that are of value to you, or things that piss you off, or things that you enjoy on your day-to-day basis, because it's like y'all don't vibe like that. You know, I feel like when it's genuine, when you guys are actually compatible, conversations are flowing and it's not awkward, it's not weird. Even if there is moments of silence, it's not awkward, it's not boring, it's just natural. And I feel like when you're actually compatible with somebody, it's just, y'all are just, you know, chi haha, whatever, talking about this, talking about that, and exploring different parts of who you guys are or how you were brought up to be, you know? Sign number 3, you feel an intense pull, but once intimacy happens, you lose interest. Okay, I understand the intense pull, especially the beginning of a connection and the beginning of learning someone new, and you have this like instant attraction to them and their body and just want to, you know, like be around them, and it's like this fiery, fun, amazing energy. But it's like once the slower, intimate parts of a relationship starts to develop, it starts to not feel so good. One of y'all starts to pull away, you know? And for me, I guess why I was questioning why I put this down, because I've never been that person to want to like pull away from that, you know? I feel like I understand being so pulled into this strong, intense, fiery energy, and then once topics of not intense, but just more of the intimate parts of a connection starts to come up, the other person pulls away. And it's just like, fucking should have been my sign. But hey, remember I had those double decked out rose colored glasses, could not spot the difference. But yeah, that's a sign that someone is not really seeing you for who you are truly and wanting to be with you. It's just, they see this as a lustful connection, because it's like, why are you talking about like real couples with me? Like, you know, that's the kind of energy it's giving. And the last sign, the connection is fast, fiery, and shallow. So like I was saying, the connection is hot, intense, and it's just like super whoa, you know? And obviously the brain is all weird, it's all fucked up, because it's like, oh my god, new interest alert, and it just goes all fucking weird and wonky. It doesn't know its left from its right. So this instant, intense connection, it's gonna feel so good, it's gonna feel incredible, but it lacks the depth, it lacks it lacks a foundation, it lacks friendship, it lacks trust, mutual trust, mutual support. I'm just laughing because I'm just thinking about my connection with said person, and it's just crazy how I'm in this moment right now kind of reliving how it was to them. And the connection, it lacked depth, it lacked literally everything. It was a super boring and shallow connection because it was just awkward, quite frankly, trying to discuss about, you know, more intimate parts of a connection and more intimate parts about myself without being judged. Yeah, so there were moments of time where it was just boring because it was shallow. Like, I'm not a shallow person. I hate shallow shit. I don't like small talk. I don't like to shoot the shit. I fucking hate it. I've never liked it. I've always been that person to talk about deep shit. Tell me about your childhood. Don't worry, I'm not judging. I need to know who you are as a person. I don't want to hear about no goddamn weather. I don't want to hear about your favorite color. I don't care about that. Okay, I don't care about that. I care about, like, who brought you up into this world? What are your views about aliens and shit? I don't know, right? Like, I'm not, and it's just like, that's how you should know if the connection is just like this lustful thing or if it's genuine compatibility, if it's fucking shallow. I want to talk about how lust can cloud your judgment. So obviously lust, that feeling of lust, it can release those feel-good chemicals that override your damn logic, right? From the brain fucking up and not being able to tell your left from your right. That's what I kind of meant. So you might ignore red flags or over idolize this person. It makes it so easy to romanticize someone based on potential or aesthetics alone. Yo, we talked about potential. Potential and lust go hand in hand, right? You're falling for this facade of a person. Like, you're falling for someone who you don't even know. You didn't even read the damn full book. You're stuck on this person and it's page 1. Because the physical, the chemical of meeting someone new and not even knowing who they are, like, that shit overrides yes, but it's like, god damn. Why are you falling for someone you don't even know anything about who they are? And I can understand because, yes, we can often confuse lust with like a deep connection, but lust is an intense and exhilarating, yes, connection in the early stages, yes. Especially, you know, we confuse it because in the early stages, if you know, you've been like starved of touch or starved of certain aspects of a connection, lust can feel like that. It can feel like that because you're not used to the true genuine thing, the true genuine form. And the confusion, like, I completely understand because I sure as shit did not know the difference at all. And being in that moment of time and being with this said person, it's just so unfortunate that I was not able to see the signs. But when you have been so deprived of like a connection with someone who is showing you attention, who is showing you some sort of physical, mental, whatever the fuck attention, and they're, you know, showing some sort of breadcrumbing interest, it can feel like, oh my god, maybe this is a deep connection, when it's really not, because you're not used to the whole damn platter. So first, I want to give you like an example of a situation or a connection that is rooted in lust. So boom, you text a lot, you flirt heavy, you know, you hook up and never really talk about real life things like future goals, boundaries, or emotions. It's just hot, but it's fucking hollow. It is shallow as shit. Y'all don't know anything about each other but your bodies. Y'all are bonded over your bodies. Doesn't that sound that sounds insane? That's just weird. Like, you're fucking with someone, you're falling for this person, and the only thing that has y'all bonded is your bodies. Or flirting. That's so embarrassing, and that gets so exhausting, and like and yeah guys, that is basically what lust is, and how we can sometimes confuse it, and it can be disguised as this, oh my god, this amazing connection, when it's really not. It's your brain fucking with you because you don't really know the difference. And hopefully this will give you a few tips to watch out for. Okay, so we're gonna move on to segment number 2. So segment number 2, we're gonna be talking about chemistry, the addictive pull. Okay, so chemistry feels like this magnetic energy between two people, like that so-called spark or the butterfly sensation. But chemistry doesn't mean someone is emotionally available mature or aligned with you at all. Chemistry, it feels incredible, it feels amazing, but it doesn't equate to compatibility, and here is why. And yes, you can have chemistry with someone who is completely bad for you, which is the most unfortunate, fucked up thing that we can experience as people, because it can really leave you fucked up. So, like I was saying, yes, you can, especially if you are someone who has experienced trauma. So your nervous system often can confuse the familiarity with, the chaos I talked about in the last episode, those emotional highs and the super crazy lows, and that attraction, like it can feel like attraction, it can feel like passion, because it's familiar. Your nervous system is like, yeah, we fucking with this because that's all we know. Honey girl, that ain't good. You might feel like you're drawn to someone because your inner wounds recognize them. Like I said, the familiarity and feeling comfortable in chaos and not peace, because the nervous system doesn't know anything else. And just like with trauma bonds too, it feels like you need this person, even if they hurt you, and like you just keep going back to this person even though they keep hurting you and keep hurting you and keep hurting you, because you just know chaos. Your nervous system's all whacked and that's all you're comfortable with, and you just keep choosing what's not good because of these unhealed wounds. And truly, I can understand that. Like, I'm just having like terrible flashbacks because just being in that position where you're just constantly choosing this person and feeling like you can't exist without this person, you can't move on from this person because of that trauma. It's intense, but it's rooted in unhealed pain. True chemistry can exist without chaos, but when it's always triggering or inconsistent, it's likely a trauma bond. It's trauma rooted. Okay, so the difference between healthy and toxic chemistry, and like how to figure out or determine whether or not this is true or not. Y'all, don't mind me, okay? I'm on medication because of my kidney issues, so if I'm a little weird or looks like I'm a little spaced out, that's the reason. Anyways, let's get back to this. So healthy chemistry, it feels exciting to be in, and it's peaceful, it feels good, it feels calm. You feel like yourself and communication flows and you feel safe. It's not chaotic, it's not anxious, it's not scary, it's calm, it's peace, it's good. Toxic chemistry feels obsessive. You're anxious when you're not around them. Lots of push and pull dynamics, like the hot and the cold behavior, the highs and lows, the walking on eggshells, just the uncomfortability being around this person. It doesn't feel safe, it doesn't feel secure, but yet you're there. It's just not peace. It's never calm. You can never just sit and relax and not have to worry about this person doing this or this happening in this, or we're gonna have to talk about this. It's not the constant da 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 da, or trying to figure out like, oh my god. Or okay, here's a good one where because I've been through this, where conversations are good, y'all just hung out and they're sent back home right for the rest of the week, and then y'all will see each other the next weekend. And beginning of the week, conversations are good, vibes are high, it feels great. Midweek, person starts acting all cold, giving that push and pull energy, and then you're just like, brother, like, okay, now you gotta figure out what's wrong, what's going on, what's happening, because you feel like you need to do that because the trauma rooted, you're upset, you can't let them go, you can't walk away. And then it's like now y'all are both upset with each other for literally no damn reason. Well, reason being they probably don't like you. They just use you for your body. But anyways, and then y'all see each other, and then it's back to happy, and then it follows the same trend. The up and low, whatever, like, no. Absolutely fucking not, no. So I'm gonna talk about when chemistry fades. Now what? When the chemistry fades, or that honeymoon, whatever, the hoo-hoo, the butterflies, whatever the fuck fades away, you start to see what's really there. If it was only chemistry, things feel empty, things feel shallow, things feel like y'all don't even know each other, and y'all are just pissed off and angry with each other all of the time, because what else was there? There was no other substance. There was nothing else. There was no foundation at all whatsoever. But if there is or was chemistry or compatibility underneath, you grow deeper, you're more emotionally bonded and committed over time. Alrighty, so now we're gonna move on to segment number 3, which is compatibility, the foundation that lasts. We're gonna talk about what real compatibility looks like. It's when two people, or what I believe it is, it's when two people naturally align in their values, their lifestyle, their vision, their goals of who they are or what they need, their emotional needs, their safety, like their security, you know, shit like that, and how they resolve conflict, like the important basis of who you are and what y'all bring to the table in a connection. It's not always intense, it's steady, it's respectful, and it is dependable. It is not this scary eggshell kind of situation going on. Like, it feels secure. It feels like you can fuck with this person. Y'all can talk about certain things, certain conflicts, and it won't affect how your mood is. It won't affect how much you care about this person. So real compatibility, I believe it grows more stronger over time. So I wrote, the more you learn about someone's real self and feel seen and supported, the more connected you become. Compatibility isn't just about learning about what song this person likes, it's how well your lives and hearts fit. Getting all ooey gooey up in here. And yes, compatibility can feel boring for sure, especially if you're used to a very chaotic environment, a very intense, high anxiety environment, right? You're not used to peace and stable and calm. So when you're introduced to something that is more on the steady side, that is more on the healthy side, you will probably confuse that with boredom and like, ugh, this is just not, this is so slow, it's not fiery, there's no passion, when really it is healthy and it's good and it's naturally moving along. You're just not used to that. Healthy love does not spike your adrenaline, it soothes your soul. It feeds your soul, it makes it feel warm and gooey like Rice Krispies. It makes you feel good and regulated and calm. And yes, in moments it can be boring or feel like it's boring when there's nothing to worry about. When you're free to just relax, when you don't have to walk on eggshells. What, you want to be walking on eggshells? You want to be in intense, high anxiety, chaotic, passion-filled kind of love? Do that. But like I said, don't be sitting here crying when it doesn't work out. Okay, and to start to close off that segment, I just want to read out a few notes that I have. So lust and chemistry, they do fade. Real relationships require communication, shared goals, alignment, aligned values, emotional maturity, and trust. So obviously those are the building bricks. Chemistry is just, it's just the match, right? But compatibility is what builds y'all, it makes y'all grow together, it builds your foundation. And that pretty much sums up our podcast episode. This was a cute short one. I feel like people are fucking with the shorter ones because, you know, attention spans don't exist anymore. So I'm trying my best to just make sure that these videos are not like extra long or super slow or super boring, but also I don't really care because It's my channel, it's my videos. If you like it, cool. If you don't, damn. But to the people who do like them, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for just enjoying my videos, even on TikTok too. Y'all follow my TikTok as well. I post like record world shorts for people who don't have attention spans for these long episodes. So they'll be on TikTok as well. And on Instagram, I'll just put the links in my bios and such like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was beneficial. I hope from a sister to another sister that you can take some notes and don't get yourself fucked over and work on your nervous system. Please, God damn it, go work on your nervous system before you enter into the dating field, okay? Thank you so much. But yeah, like, comment all good things. Karma is a bee, so be nice. And obviously, hopefully, subscribe, and let's continue to build our cute little niche, our cute little army of girlies who are stepping into this world undefeated and not fooled by men no more. Those days are over. Our parents passed us the terrible torch, and we are going to fix it up. No hate to that generation. We love y'all. Y'all did the best you could. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys, and stay tuned for our next episode. Bye.